Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. A very happy Friday the 13th to each and every one of you. Obviously it's the 14th, Saturday the 14th here at the moment, but it is still technically Friday the 13th in the United States. So it makes sense to celebrate today because the whole thing with Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, well, that originated from the United States. So, you know, only seems fair. So today I'm going to cover two topics. The first one is going to be very quick. So NECA have announced in honor of Friday the 13th that they are pairing with the Jason universe line. So this probably means we're going to be getting action figures, whether it means, you know, small scale ones, quarter scale ones, replica hockey masks of the brand new Jason design that I covered a couple of weeks ago, done by makeup effects artist Greg Nicotero. Now, this is just a rendering at the moment. In terms of seeing the actual real life Jason come to life with an actor, that's still yet to be seen, and I'm very keen to see how that looks in real life. Hopefully it'll sway my opinions on the design because I'm still on the fence about it, especially the hockey mask. It's very distracting, but also you got to try and, you know, accept the new and respect the past, as they say. Well, I say. I think I butchered that severely. Now, does it also mean we're going to be getting action figures of Linda Cardellini as Pamela Voorhees? Who knows? That would be pretty cool. You know, I think as long as they nail the design in terms of the costume, have a trademark blue sweater, I think that'd be pretty good. But with that being said, we are yet to see what this merchandise line is going to involve. I would love to see a damn good figure of this brand new Jason. And again, hopefully sway my thoughts on the design. So with that out of the way, we're going to get to the main topic of this video. I want to show you guys a piece that I have covered before in the past, but not extensively like this. It has a bit of a story behind it. And speaking of behind it, there it is right there. I'm still yet to find a place for him, like, properly in frame, but let's grab it. Come here, buddy. Okay, so in honor of Friday the 13th, I thought I'd talk about this Freddy vs. Jason resin hockey mask. Now, this is a display that I put together. The plaque is actually a placeholder. It's one of those frames where you can take the top off. It's like magnetized, but this picture is a placeholder for now until I get a nice little display made. But let's talk about the hockey mask. I'm going to take it off the display. Now, this was originally from Bunnings, and then I went ahead, stained it, weathered it, and added blood and stuff like that. So keep it simple and not to distract from this piece itself. So what I have here is a resin hockey mask that was cast up by Mr. Josh Ludemann, aka Crazy Dog. This dude has been around for quite some time. This guy's one of the go-to hockey mask makers. So, bit of a backstory. In 2021, we unfortunately lost the great Bill Tesarakis, makeup effects artist, Canadian-based Bill Tesarakis. So he actually started out working on Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, as you can see right there, which they also filmed in Canada. And then when it came time for Freddy vs. Jason, he was on board as one of the lead makeup effects artists, which included designing Freddy's makeup, as well as Jason's makeup and his hockey mask. Now, the cool thing is Bill got to keep all of the molds, well, most of the molds anyway, from Freddy vs. Jason, which included hockey mask, Robert Englund's makeup, whether it be the regular one or the demon makeup, even maquettes of a young Jason, Jason's eye, Freddy's ear when it gets torn off by Laurie in The Dream. And unfortunately, Bill passed away in 2021. His family then went on to have an estate sale, which included selling a lot of his molds, not just from Freddy vs. Jason, but other films that he worked on. Now, the man himself, Mr. Sean Clark, who needs no introduction, the king of horror collecting and just an all-round top bloke, secured some of those molds from that auction, which included the hero mold for Jason's hockey mask. There were two molds, I believe, that were made. So Sean and Josh got together and thought, let's do a small run of resin cast hockey masks for collectors, whether it be blanks or painted. And I just got in before the run of 20 finished and scored number 19. So I opted to get a painted one. You know, I would have loved to have scored a blank casting and painted it by myself, but there is something about having another artist's work. And I've said this before. It's like when you cook your own dinner. You just don't really appreciate it as much, whereas someone else takes the time to make dinner for you, you appreciate it so much more and it just tastes so much more better. So I wanted Josh to paint this, and I also have a certificate of authenticity from Josh and Sean. So that's a nice looking certificate too. You can see right here, it's signed by the both of them, and it says, this blank pull of Jason's iconic hockey mask from the 2003 film Freddy vs. Jason was cast directly from special makeup effects artist Bill Tesarakis' screen-used movie mold. This mold was purchased from his family auction in 2022 after Bill's untimely death in 2021. The mold is now in the private collection of Sean Clark, who has allowed a small number of castings to be made for collectors. And there we've got Josh's signature and Sean's signature, number 19 of 20. Now, I don't know if Sean acquired both molds. I do believe if that's the case, or he just obtained one of that mold is no longer in his possession. He sold it to another artist who specializes in hockey mask, and I will get his name right now. So the artist who has it is Fierce City Creations, and he actually did a post about obtaining the mold. And he goes on to say, the Freddy vs. Jason hockey mask movie mold, one of the crown jewels of my collection. When I purchased this mold from Sean Clark last year, I publicly stated that I would not be making new pulls from this mold, and I meant that. So to those who bought a cast from the run that Sean and Josh Ludemann did, do keep this in mind should you decide to take the recaster's bounty. Those of you who have a cast from this mold have something very special. Not a second, third, or 10th generation casting of something. You have a mask pulled directly from the movie mold. A genuine piece of Friday the 13th history, and something you will never be able to get again. And again, just going back to the beautiful details of this hockey mask, even the strapping as well, man. It's just such soft leather, but the way Josh has weathered it and everything. And there's 3 foam pieces in the back here. Fit my head. Ah, yes, there we go. That is much better. Doesn't hurt at all. And there you go, guys. Just wanted to give you a little cheeky history on this beautiful piece, and I'm very fortunate to have scored number 19 out of 20. Now, whilst we're talking about Bill Tesarakis, the molds, the estate sale, and all that, I have another piece on the way from another talented artist, Mr. Nathan Paul. As you can see right here, casting from a first-generation mold of Robert Englund's regular Freddy Krueger makeup from Freddy vs. Jason that's going to be accompanied by a hand appliance. So I am beyond excited to unbox that. I have a soft spot for the Freddy vs. Jason makeup. I think it's also just the nostalgia goggles as well. You know, 2003, AOL, trying to figure out when Freddy vs. Jason was going to be coming out, the details, everything, who was going to be playing Jason, what Jason would look like, what Freddy would look like. And to have, again, another casting, first generation, exactly like this, out of a screen-used or production mold, that is awesome. Details and all, like the crispest details you could ever see. So with that being said, guys, happy Friday the 13th. However you celebrate it, hope it's a good one. Hope it's a safe one. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.